What's going on, guys? This is Vincent. Just want to give you a video for today. Today's video, I think I'm just going to talk a little bit about kind of my experience with customer service these past couple days. The difference basically between being face-to-face with somebody versus over the phone, and then how being giving off energies is definitely a very trying situation, especially if when someone else is definitely not receiving or in total just in the total bad mood, and anything that you say just basically doesn't get to them. So the past couple of days I've been in and out of taking care of some business here, and so I've been on the phone and then having to go directly face to face to some to businesses, and having to interact with them with customer service directly, both on the phone and then also directly face to face. And it's I remember being that I started in retail a while back. I remember being in that situation and exactly knowing that feeling of if I wasn't in a good mood, I definitely sometimes translate it, put that towards the day of work, whenever I either put in my work that day, or the customers that I talked about, or I helped that day, or what have you, or just my coworkers, or whatever. So I do know exactly how they feel, and it's very interesting now that I'm on this side of the fence, and knowing more about how to control your emotions, and being more aware of how or what exactly you put out there, how it actually affects the other person when you're trying to you're either trying to work something out, or engage in some kind of conversation. So I was on the phone with the customer service for just business, and I can definitely tell that on the other side of the phone, either she was this lady was not in the best of moods, and I can definitely tell whenever I ask questions that pertain to my situations, I can definitely tell she was already trying to escalate her position into a defensive position, and trying to give me that block of you can't get any more than what I'm telling you, and this is it, this is the final. And I really haven't even began to ask the questions that I needed to ask, and she was already denying me access to whatever service I was trying to ask for, or even additional information. And I definitely was trying my hardest not to feel anger towards her, because the energy she was definitely giving off was confrontational right from the get-go. And that it's a very funny situation now that I could feel it on this side, and just being in that position. I recall some early on when I was when I started working, and especially in retail, you face people all the time, and everyone is always trying to get the upper hand, always trying to maneuver themselves in a greater position, and being both a customer and then also a retailer, or a service provider, in any type of situation, whether it be retail, it could be. I felt the same thing when I was working in medicine. I mean, you are a service provider, and patients are your clients, and they basically the same basic principles apply. So and they always are looking for that advantage, and it's not that you're always trying to one up them, it's that you're hopefully providing a service that they can understand. It's more along the lines of education, and letting them know that these are the choices. Now, if they bring up a good point, and they have a good question, and it's something that you can't answer right away, I mean, the logical thing to say is, maybe I should find out, or let me take a look and find out if I can do something for you, without automatically giving you the no, we can't do that, no, that's not available, when the question doesn't necessarily apply to giving me more information, just clarifying something that you had previously said. And so it's just, it's very funny how, a person's frame of mind clouds them, regardless of, if whatever she was in, whatever position she was in, whether she was stressed or, others, whatever was going on in her life at that moment, she was definitely not in a mood to be dealing with a customer asking questions. And so that's, that just kind of was very intriguing. I mean, I could feel exactly what she was trying to give, very negative energy, and she was definitely trying to, I don't know if she was trying to get me wild up or whatever, but she was definitely doing a very good job in doing so. So just wanted to give you that little tidbit of, I guess, customer service. I mean, I don't see myself being one to kind of stir up, trouble or try to, stir the pot, what have you. But it definitely was kind of funny that me asking just one or two innocent questions got me a very confrontational answer, vague and confrontational. So I just wanted to give you that for today, and I guess my point is just be nice to everybody, and everything will just kind of smooth themselves out. If you're nice to people, people will always try to be nice to you. If they try to force their will and try your hardest not to get involved with that, because that means they're trying to control you, and that's going to be on them. They're going to try to exploit you in some form or fashion, and that was their intent. That's not my intent. My intent is trying to help you, not trying to get controlled by anybody. So all right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.